Hello, welcome again for another lesson about quadratic functions. So from our previous lessons, we know that we have our things to remember when graphing a quadratic functions, which are the concavity or opening, axis of symmetry or line of symmetry, the vertex, maximum or minimum value, domain, range, x-intercept, and y-intercept. So here is a graph for us to further understand the words in the previous slide. So let's try some examples. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 3. Let's find the concavity, vertex, axis of symmetry, and 2 points other than the vertex. So for the concavity, we have up. Paano ba natin malalaman to? Concavity is also known as the opening. So based on our previous lesson, we will find out the opening based on the A or the first term, which is x squared. So when x squared is positive, it is opening upwards. And when x is negative, it is opening downwards. Next, for our vertex. For our vertex, we have -1 and -4. How will we find our vertex? So we will use the formula h is equal to -b over 2a and k is equal to 4ac minus b squared all over 4a. And then we will get -1 and -4. For our axis of symmetry, we have x is equal to 1. How did we know the axis of symmetry? So when you draw the graph, our vertex is this one. So the axis of symmetry is the same as the vertex. So yung hinahanap na point natin is yung nandito, which is x is equal to -1, which is also the value of x here. Next.
For our 2 points other than the vertex, so this can be any number. So it's up to you. For me, I use 0 as the value of x, which give me a y of -3. And I also use 1 as the value of x, which gave me 0 as the value of y. So it's up to you. Kahit anong number yan, basta hindi yung -1 at -4 kasi yun yung vertex.
So for our minimum or maximum value, since our graph is opening upwards, ang minimum value natin is yung nasa pinakababa, which is our vertex. Kaya -1, -4. For our domain is all real numbers. So bakit all real numbers? So this is the x-axis. So itong dalawang dulo, in left and right, they're just extending. So possible na lahat ng numbers dito sa x-axis ay matatamaan niya. Same logic with the range. So our range is y should be greater than or equal to -4. So bakit -4? Dahil sa ating minimum value. So ito si -4 hanggang dyan lang, pataas. So -4 pataas. X-intercept is -3, 1. So we also have our y-intercept, which is -3. So how did we get that? So the y-intercept is the point wherein tumatama siya sa y-axis. And then the x-intercept are the points na tumatama sa x-axis, which means when x is equal to 0, -3 ang magiging sagot. Samantalang dito, when y is equal to 0, pwedeng maging -3 at pwede ring maging +1 ang sagot. So, bakit -3 at +1? Kasi twice tumama sa x-axis yung ating parabola at once lang siya tumama sa ating y-axis. So that would be all for our lesson today, and I hope that you learned something new. Thank you again, and I hope to see you again soon.